said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs. Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Motion from the back. The option look. He'll pitch it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Clemson is quick to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quick release on the RPO. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were. And going and get it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The quarterback keeps it, and he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Clemson set up with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Here comes Clemson with another first down. The give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gideon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline, and they've really been able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Gideon. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's the handoff. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Hart. This time it's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. This one's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll pull it on the read. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Here comes the heat. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Quarterback making checks. Going right to work up top. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Creates a little space.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
To the ground with the back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They've got him looking one. Now they're going to throw it. Find space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Clemson now operating in the red zone.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Goes to the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on third. Dances away to buy time. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose. The defense got to it.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead's extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hart. He lets one fly deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. To the air, it's Hart. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field. Pulls it in down the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board. Earlier this time, a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coverage team dare to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think...
Makes the catch on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Back to throw, it's Hart. Working that wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. 5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Downfield again. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
Now let's go get 6.
Rides to back and leaves it. Finding open areas. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Now they're going to throw it. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So now it's 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Quarterback making adjustments. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Sticks for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Leaves it with the running back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Texas A&M. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Back to pass, it's Hart. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Georgia! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He wants to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the... breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Gets the back moving. Got his man out of the backfield. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to change this route. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down. Still running at the 40. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Dogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Motion from the wideout. Makes the catch. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete to the left. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. To the air on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking to throw, it's Hart. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 21 to Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Hart. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Caught. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. They're going to run it. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Coming out with it, it's Gideon. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To throw, it's Hart. Rushes on him. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the deep shot. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He has the first and still on his feet. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gideon. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air. It's Hart. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The defense making a